That's the correct answer.
It's
the wrong answer, but it's the correct.
Does he have like super spit strength?
He's so accurate, Ethan. He knows how to throw anything. Chaotically Nerdy is made by nerds for nerds. This podcast is made by adults for adults and children with bad parents. Adult language will be used and adult situations may arise. Listener discretion is advised.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Chaotically Nerdy. On this week's episode is me, Tyler.
Me, Jarrett.
And me, Ethan.
And this week we're going to talk about Daredevil, Born Again.
I was going to say Frank Castle, but you did.
I would much rather talk about Frank Castle.
But you guys just said your real names, and we didn't say our.
I was gonna say Matt, and then I was like, nobody will get just Matt. I'll forget Murdoch, and
It'd be Fisk, and
Nope. I was going to take Frank.
oh, you're saying Frank? Well, I was going to say Frankencastle.
Frankencastle.
Let me tell you something, Red.
Listen up, Red. Fucking Frank Castle. I love John Bernthal. So let's jump into it. Did you watch the Netflix show/shows? I put shows because there's all the other shit with Daredevil in it too.
The Defenders and stuff.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
You've never watched them?
I mean, I watched like maybe a few episodes.
Gotcha.
But I didn't watch them all the way through.
I watched The Punisher. I watched Iron Fist. I don't remember if I watched all of the Daredevil ones or not.
I'm just mean the Daredevil one I did not watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched most of Iron Fist.
I only say those because I think
Daredevil was the best one of all of the Netflix shit.
I stopped watching because
That came out first.
I know, but I didn't watch it when it came out. I started watching Iron Fist.
The worst one. To
Yeah, you
start.
really did.
I know that now.
Iron Fist 1 is the worst of all
Yeah,
the
it
Netflix
sucks.
shit.
Yeah.
Although, well, yeah, probably.
So, back to the script. Do you need to watch Daredevil? It kind of helps
I mean, yeah,
because you know the characters as far as who they are to a degree.
Essentially, the premise of the show is kind of like a soft-ish reboot.
Yeah.
So it's not completely necessary, but
The biggest issue I had was trying to tell who like Matt's friends are. I don't know who
like
they
Karen
are.
and Foggy. And
Yeah.
Those people at the
don't.
start.
I mean, I know Foggy is Amos, but that's from Expanse. So is that is the same actor?
No.
It looks like him.
that's
though.
not. No, he's fucking
Is it not?
Fulton from Mighty Ducks.
Oh shit! It is.
Yeah.
I didn't look it up.
Yeah.
So I mean, I only watched it the past 2 days. So it's
So realistically, though, Foggy, Karen, Fisk,
Yeah,
Vanessa, technically,
yeah.
the cop friend. Is he in the Netflix show?
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
He might have been in season 3, and I just forgot.
Okay.
It's because again, there's a long gap in between those, and I didn't rewatch them.
I
To
didn't
prepare.
I didn't remember him either, but
don't
that doesn't mean
remember
that he wasn't there. And then Frank. Those are like
I know who
the returning characters.
I know who Fisk was because Kingpin.
Everybody knows King.
He's in other shit.
Yeah. So realistically, you know who a good majority of them are anyway without watching it.
So it was enough for me to get by.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially because they kind of get rid of a couple of them real fast. So speaking of that, Bullseye pulls his mask down before he shoots for some reason. That makes no sense to me. I know that realistically you could see through the mask just fine, but if you already had it up, keep it up.
He's the best shot in the world.
I know that.
You think a mask is gonna
No,
stop him?
no, I get that. But if you already had it up, there's no fucking point in putting it down.
He's the type of guy. Maybe he wanted a little bit extra difficulty. He was like, blindfolded, bitch.
Fuck you. That's stupid.
Do they call him Bullseye in this?
Yeah.
Or do they call him by his name?
I think they subtitle Bullseye.
What's his name?
What the fuck is his name? I should know this.
They subtitle Bullseye. I know that much because I know I've
his
seen it.
I want to say Wade, but that's not right.
It's not Wade.
Definitely not Wade.
It's not Wade.
I don't know why I want to say Wade.
Benjamin Poindexter.
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 That's right.
They call him Poindexter a lot.
It does have / Bullseye next to it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna assume they call him Bullseye
I
at
think
some point.
they reference him as the vigilante or criminal Bullseye,
As-
but a lot of people just refer to him as Poindexter.
Poindexter.
Yeah.
Which I'd go as Bullseye too.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. So.
Lame ass name.
And he's just a fucking psycho. It's the way it points him at the start of the show.
Sure.
Because it's just, he kills Foggy. Spoiler alert.
It's not really that much spoiler.
It's not.
in the
It
first 10
happens.
minutes.
Yeah, it happens real fast. So the next note was killing Foggy seems like a bit of a mistake. I say that from watching the first at least 2 seasons. Like I said, I don't know if I watched 3 or not. Because Foggy was like the comic relief,
Sure.
and he was one of my favorite parts.
Yeah. That's why it makes it hurt more.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Also,
I
they
just-
need to have a good reason for Matt to not be Daredevil for a year.
Which is stupid.
You don't always want comic relief. Sometimes I wish Seth Rogen was dead.
He's not a comic relief. He's just
Yeah,
a comic
In
burden.
real life, he's way more comic relief than he ever was in acting.
True.
Yeah, they needed a reason basically for him to not be Daredevil.
Which is stupid.
Yeah.
You would think that would give him more of a reason to be Daredevil.
No, because he inadvertently, because he this is that old Catholic guilt. Anything bad happens in his life, he just assumes it's his fault and his responsibility, so he just internalizes all that shit.
This one kind of was.
It kind of was. He's not wrong. It kind of was his fault. But,
Yeah.
it is what it is.
And
And
then
also, might not actually be dead. We don't know.
he fucking dead. Wait, no.
All I'm saying is in the comics, he also dies and he also comes back.
Are they
There's-
going to fucking Lazarus
Well-
pit him?
Kind of.
I don't know. In a world where Morbius exists, it's
That separate universe, we don't count that shit.
Yeah, it is
No.
Sonyverse. But I
No.
think he's just meaning.
Or do you mean Mobius?
Uh,
You mean the vampire?
yeah.
Okay, separate universe.
No, not talking about the movie.
He's just talking about the character.
Marvel.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Half human, half vampire.
I'm talking about the movie. I'm not talking about that. Yeah.
Speaking of bad movies, for the next time we do a bad movie
I
episode.
don't ever want to watch them. I don't want to. I don't want to.
Well, it's because it wasn't made by Marvel, was it?
No,
It's
it's
a
Sony.
Sony
It was
movie.
Sony,
It's
right?
Sony.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't-
why it sucks.
I don't ever want to watch one.
It's because Sony sucks. It's just what they do.
Next point. Are there any bad guys in the Daredevil universe besides Fisk and Bullseye? Because it sure doesn't seem like it.
I mean, that's pretty much his two main villains.
Yeah.
And there is
Well,
one.
there's
I mean, yeah, they add Muse this season.
He's relatively new, actually. in
there's
terms of comic.
there's another one. I don't remember his name, but there's
Frank
another
Castle,
They
the
kind of-
Punisher.
Kind,
Well,
kind of. Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes,
Depending on the
sometimes
comic,
not.
yeah. Sometimes Frank is the villain. There's a couple. Like I feel like he also fights Blade sometimes.
What? The I swear.
And maybe Ghost Rider. I'm not entirely sure.
Oh.
I feel like it does.
That would make sense. The Catholic fights the fucking.
I feel like there's some shit that happens there.
Probably.
It was. It's not. It's Mysterio's in there sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah, sure.
And that's the one I was.
He
thinking
shares a
of.
lot of villains
and
with-
Elektra.
With Spider-Man.
It was Spider-Man.
And Elektra.
Yeah, Elektra.
yeah,
Is.
Yeah.
Elektra in the hand. That yeah.
Yeah.
Or wait, yeah, that's right. Yep. Marvel's the hand. Ninja Turtles is the foot.
Who the?
There's somebody named Mr. Fear.
That sounds. That's just Scarecrow.
Extra Purple Man. The hand.
Oh, Purple Man. That's Kilgrave.
Yeah, I don't like most of these.
Who the fuck is Bushwhacker?
That was my nickname in high school.
Just going around whack.
Whacking the bush.
Holy shit. Oh. Then back to the show. Matt and Fisk get to meet again.
Yeah.
Don't they meet in a restaurant?
It's like a diner. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Doesn't
think
matter.
it's fuck. It's
Idle threats.
There's some significance to the original Daredevil show. Like I forget somebody meets there.
No,
I don't remember.
It's like it looks like the same diner that that fucking Leroy Jethro Gibbs goes to sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
Except that one's probably in Virginia.
It, no, it's a studio set.
I
don't-
meant in universe, Ethan. That one's
They
in
don't have
Virginia.
those in Virginia.
I bet they do.
No, it's just New York and LA.
Yeah. I bet they don't shoot there. I bet they shoot somewhere in the middle of bumfuck nowhere.
When they're outside, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, for whatever reason, Fisk decides he wants to be mayor, so he runs for it and fucking wins.
Yeah, he wants to be mayor because he's like, I don't want to be a criminal anymore.
But
Okay.
Because Fisk is a
Fisk
maniac.
is Marvel's version of the Penguin.
Kind of.
I mean, that's the role that he plays.
yeah, for the most part.
He's a crime boss who becomes mayor. I mean, that's of what is totally not Gotham or totally not New York City.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they play the same role.
Isn't Hell's Kitchen just like a borough in New York?
It's not a borough. It's a part of a borough.
It's a neighborhood.
Yeah, it's a neighborhood. The boroughs are the 5 boroughs. There are no other boroughs.
Well, like
It's a neighborhood.
the island, right? Well, Hell's Kitchen's is like way down here.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It's not that far from like Times Square.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because, if you didn't know this until like the 80s, Times Square was like a bad place to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Makes sense. Now it's just all of New York. Bad place to be.
I meant like it was like a fucking, like, it was real bad. Like that was like crime central.
Yeah, I got you.
Instead,
And then
instead of a tourist destination.
we get to meet another vigilante that Matt is representing, White Tiger,
Yeah.
because he killed a cop.
Accidentally.
Yeah. Pushed him in front of a train.
Didn't actually know he was a cop.
Yeah, he didn't at
It'd
the
be
time.
okay if it was just a dude.
Yeah. It's just been another fucking day.
I mean, it's New York. Who cares?
Would have, probably.
I'm sure that wouldn't have been mentioned had it not been witnessed by other cops. Then there is a druggie shakedown
Oh, yeah.
because they have the druggie that was getting assaulted. He was going to be the witness. And the cop brings him in fucking drugs.
Oh, yes.
The cop, Matt's cop friend.
Cherry?
Yeah, Cherry. He's
I mean,
like,
have you ever watched Chicago PD?
yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly how you'd be a cop.
He's like, here you go.
And he's also retired at that point. So he's just like he's more like a PI.
Yeah, basically. He's just Matt's friend at that point.
He worked for the law firm.
Then you get to see Matt in court, and I know it's written. I know that realistically it's not real, but the way they wrote his
Closing argument.
Yeah.
Is this a closing argument?
I'm pretty sure it was his closing argument, was beautiful. It was very moving, and it would have convinced me as a juror to just say, yep, I'm on that guy's side.
Hey, guess what? It convinced them too.
Yeah.
Didn't matter.
Didn't matter. Then Fisk has to go around doing his mayorly duties, where they sing "We Built This City."
Might be my favorite part of the scene.
Whenever he goes, he gets so mad,
to the
and then he
Latvian
goes,
or whatever it is,
yes,
and-
and they're singing "We Built This City" in fucking Latvian.
And he goes to leave, and they start the next verse, and he's like, because you can just see his brain. He just wants to take their heads
And squish it. He's like, I could squeeze the life out of you.
He can.
Well, apparently, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God.
That was bad.
But no. Speaking of, we built this city. Me and Ashley were watching it Thursday night, and Thursday morning on our way to work, the first thing I played, I had the phone. I was like, and before I hit play, she said, "You better not be playing. We built this city."
And you're
I'm
like,
like,
play.
"We built this city."
That's great.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good time.
That's a good time.
I've been singing at her ever since
Because she hates it.
she didn't want to hear it.
Yeah, I don't blame her. Then we get to see more John Bernthal just holed up in a fucking apartment, living life, I guess. And he's great. He has a way to make people feel shitty just by talking to him.
Yeah.
You talking about John Bernthal or Frank Castle?
Yes.
I think Frank Castle. John Berthold, not really that much of a asshole.
Piece of shit.
Yeah, he's actually a pretty nice guy from all accounts.
I'm just saying, I don't know. I haven't met the guy.
Me too.
I also haven't met Frank Castle. So.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to.
He doesn't look like he smells very good.
Probably not.
Probably not. I also think that about John Bernthal at times too, though. Every time I see him, he looks just a little bit fucking dirty.
Yeah, a little sweaty, a
Yeah.
little grimy.
sometimes you get to be grimy.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I don't give a shit. But yeah, Frank's great at making people feel bad. And then I wrote creepy blood drain mask guy.
Muse. Yeah.
Yeah, Muse. Because he was just fucking creepy in that scene.
He's very creepy.
Which he's supposed to be. Oh, God. This part just irritates shit out of me. So Matt's at the bank whenever those people come in to rob the bank.
Yeah.
On St. Patty's Day.
Yeah. And they're going through all their spiel and whatnot, and the cops finally bust in. Well, when the cops bust in, all those people stand up to start running out, and I'm like, you're going to get shot.
They're not even starting to run out. They're just standing there like, we're not it.
Yeah.
Instead of like going behind the desks or something.
Or staying down.
Yeah, I would have gone further down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's step one when people with more guns come in to look at the people around you with guns.
Because you're literally going to be in the crossfire, but you're like, I'm not it, but you're standing like,
don't shoot me. It just irritated me.
yeah. Well, that type of shit happens in movies all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we got 6 episodes in, and we finally got back to some Daredevil shit.
There's Daredevil shit. He's just not in a costume.
There's not that much.
No.
There's like one scene where he fights out of a costume.
Like
He fights the
50
cops.
to 70% of the Daredevil comics is like fucking
I
investigation.
don't know if you remember
shit
this,
anyway.
but the Netflix show, it wasn't always also all Daredevil. He quits in season 2 and 3.
Yeah, see, I don't
Gets
remember.
twice.
It's been a long time.
It's a lot more of a legal drama. This is actually pretty light for the legal side. To me, I got enough.
That's some really good action.
I got him beating the shit out of them cops when they go to interrogate the witness.
Yeah.
He fucking I thought he killed both those guys because it really looked like he did. He dropped the one guy on the fucking side of his neck.
It's like,
Yeah.
I'm like, how the fuck is he not dead?
It's the Batman trope. He's not dead. I promise.
or when he beats up Poindexter. Is it Poindexter he beats up?
And throws off the roof.
No,
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
not be-
He
I mean,
beats him up later
He
In
beats him
prison.
up in prison,
but
he just like smashes his face
That must
into
be
the
that be
table.
him. Who's the guy he like breaks his like leg?
that's
His
the
knee.
guy outside the bank.
So the guy
That's the
that
bank
is the
robber.
guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
it's the
breaks
bank
it.
robber.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
They're
chases
fighting in
down.
the alley. And he,
Yeah.
fucking
Oh
stops.
God.
Brutal.
It's very brutal this season. I don't remember it being that much.
And it was rough for Ashley. She can't deal very well with
Kind-
the broken bones thing. It makes her kind of
Squeamish.
sick. Yeah.
Yeah, it probably is more gory than Netflix version, which is
So
surprising.
I don't expect it out of Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matt's new girlfriend is a therapist.
Yeah,
That's something we didn't really talk
I
about.
was just wondering if we were going to get to that.
Yeah, she's a therapist who has been meeting with Fisk and Vanessa the whole time.
Yeah.
But she's also meeting with Muse. We
Yeah.
just don't know it's Muse. Or maybe she does. I don't fucking know.
She doesn't know until that meeting,
Okay.
until that
It
one.
definitely, the way that they're talking during it seems like she knows.
She knows in that moment, yeah.
Yeah, but she almost seems like she knows before that moment.
I don't think she did. Because that's the first.
Yeah, she might not have.
Even if she knew, it's not like she could legally tell anybody.
Nah, that's not true. If they're threatening to harm people, they can tell people.
Yeah.
No,
But
yeah,
that's the
but
thing.
he never openly threatened
Right,
to harm
sure.
anybody.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we see him in the bookstore signing her book, or we're asking her to sign his book, and then that's like he messages her.
Oh, really?
Book. Yeah,
I guess I don't remember that.
It's like a lethal, like, obsession thing.
yeah, he's
Yeah,
obsessed with her.
Yeah. But then he puts his mask on and starts doing his creepy serial killer shit. And he puts a tourniquet on her arm. And I'm like, okay, he's going to draw blood from her. No big deal. He doesn't do that. He just slices her arm open. And I can't for the life of me figure out why he would put a tourniquet on to then just slice the arm.
He didn't want to kill her, like bleed
I don't
out.
think he wanted her to bleed as fast.
Yeah, he wants like a control.
Maybe.
But
He's got to have a controlled drip for his art.
otherwise, I guess it could clot, maybe. But I don't know. It does seem kind of stupid.
It
I thought the whole
Weird.
thing was really dumb because he's been using syringes this whole time. So why not keep using fucking syringes. I mean,
you've got some.
Did you lose your supplier? What's going on?
You got some big ass contraption where it's not even like a syringe that he pulls back. He just fucking hooks him up and it sucks the shit out.
Sucks him.
Entering the suck zone.
Also, it's really fucking huge.
Yeah, it really is. Which is probably why he doesn't have it with him there, because it's a fucking pain in the ass to.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like 15 ounces of fucking blood. I mean, it's a lot.
You're getting a lot. And then she starts talking shit to him.
Yeah, that was.
Which I was like,
Look,
I'll
be honest. She's not the smartest character in the.
No, she's really not.
She has some very inherent biases against people in masks.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that they ever really explain why. She just doesn't like them, which really puts her in.
Maybe she had a bad Halloween.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we'll get that further backstory in season
like
2.
Maybe if the vigilantes weren't wearing masks, she'd be fine.
Yeah, that's
if they were just out in the open.
That's pretty much her whole premise. Is she's just like she thinks they're cowards or some shit. I forget. She gives like
she would have hated COVID.
Yeah.
Take him off for the love of God.
Yeah, I think she gives Matt some spiel about it. I don't remember, and Matt's just like, yeah,
oh yeah, they fucking should.
Yeah.
But yeah, she just talks shit to him for some reason, which is weird. Then Matt shows up and
that was before she had the gun, or did she? Is the gun hers?
I think
It's like in her, like her.
no, the gun's his because he pulls it on Matt.
Does he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember how she got the gun.
he pulls it on Matt. Matt shoots his little fucking cane thing through his chest.
That was fucking brutal.
Yeah, it was.
Get over here, bitch.
And then Matt saves the day. / she shoots him, so she saves her own day.
Yeah, she's no damsel, except when she is.
Except for when she passes out immediately after, and
He's like, what's her name? Fucking, he says her name. He kind of gives himself
Heather.
up. Heather, that's what. Yeah, he gives himself up because he's like, Heather, hang on, and she's like, how do you know? Passes out.
Yeah, basically. And then Fisk makes, quote unquote, Vanessa kill her former lover.
She had.
That's been imprisoned this whole time.
Yeah.
I guess
he wasn't moving, and she shot him like 2 or 3 times in the chest, and then immediately shot him in the head. Like,
yeah.
just shoot him in the head.
And there's a good long like pause in between the chest shots and the head shot because she's like doo doo doo, and then she waits a little bit, and then you hear
you literally hear him gurgle. He's like,
yeah,
and then right in the face.
Yep, basically. Then Fisk places his buffoon person who spoiled.
You mean James Gandolfini?
Is that who that is?
It's his son, yeah.
Yeah.
Places him
Michael
in
Gandolfini? Yeah, I think it's Michael. Something like that.
Is he vice mayor? Is that what he is?
No, he's like
he's something high up there.
He's like some sort of count, like a
vice counselor.
Yeah, like media. Was it like media?
No,
relations?
he was something mayor. He was like
deputy, not deputy mayor. No,
I think
it's like deputy mayor of communications.
yeah, that's what it is. It's not like deputy mayor. It's like a deputy mayor of this thing.
Yeah, it's like
So
a cabinet member.
Yes, essentially, it's like a cabinet member for the city.
Yeah, they put him in a position of power because that'll work out fucking great. He couldn't even go to the bar without spilling his guts to a fucking reporter.
It has nothing to do
He's
with
trying to fuck, all right?
It has nothing to do with whether he's competent.
I know.
This has everything to do. This is a typical thing you see in bad guys on like mob things.
Yeah.
Is they'll pick a guy who's really loyal to them and throw them into a major position so that whenever something fucks up, they have someone to lay it on. It's called a patsy.
Yep.
Yeah. So they can lay the blame on them, and the guy's like, yeah, I'll take the blame, you know, just as long as
I'll do anything for you, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. He's doing that.
Basically.
Yeah.
And then
Dong suck thing again.
and then Matt goes and meets Bullseye in jail, and Matt's aggression sets Bullseye free. There's no better way to say it. He breaks his tooth, and that gets him out.
That good old Catholic guilt, also his fault.
Yep. That one kind of was his fault.
That was like directed.
I have questions about the tooth thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
How can you spit a tooth out fast enough for any sort of damage?
He's Bullseye.
I don't give a fuck.
That's the correct answer.
It's
It's the wrong answer, but it's the
Does
correct.
he have like super spit strength?
He's so accurate, Ethan. He knows how to throw anything that can. Then it'll
Well,
kill you.
I know who Bullseye
Yeah,
is.
that's
Yes.
that.
Yeah, it's Colin
But
Farrell.
he's not throwing it.
He was also. Yeah.
He's spitting it out of his mouth.
He's a master of trajectory,
See,
but
that's the thing too.
He doesn't beat fucking physics.
except when he does.
But
No.
that's the thing too.
He
Bullseye.
doesn't kill him. Also, he just shoots him in the eye.
But it's like spray of blood.
Yeah.
Colin Farrell did the same thing. He just
like
didn't
a
do it with
needle?
a tooth. Yeah, he had a needle in his mouth and spit it
Or like a
into like
toothpick.
some guy's throat
It's
and
like a
fucking
toothpick, like a
killed
metal
him.
toothpick.
Oh,
essentially.
in the movie
Yes.
with Fuck All.
Yeah,
Ben
What's-
Affleck.
Ben
yeah,
Affleck.
That's the guy. That's what I mean. Fuck All.
I gathered it.
Don't question it. Just be like, all right, whatever.
At least that was a needle.
It's just like canine tooth, so it's sharp-ish.
This is when
Comparatively, yes. Okay. All right. I'm going to move on.
So I noticed this several times throughout the show, but it really drove home the point whenever Matt goes to this like gala,
Yes.
Fisk's gala. They're standing there, and Matt gives the dirtiest fucking look to Fisk.
Bro, he wasn't always blind.
For a blind guy, he just gives dirty looks all the fucking time. Because that
How does he know what direction he's looking?
that was my thing.
He's got
He's
super,
a Batman.
Yeah, he's
Yes,
got
I get it.
Yeah, he is a Batman. That's,
That's
something.
literally his thing. He's more powerful than the average blind guy.
That's something that we should talk about. Is the fact that Daredevil should be named Batman.
Sure.
Because
Batman should be named Daredevil.
because that's all it really is.
Yeah.
Oh, and then Matt jumps in front of a bullet for Fisk, which is fucking stupid.
No, it's literally, you know why? It's because Wilson literally told him, he's like, you're the kind of guy that would save save your enemies.
Yeah, but it's fucking stupid.
And also, I think he just wants to fucking he wants to be the guy that put him in prison. He's like, fuck you.
Yeah,
you're
he
gonna
wants
go
to put
jail.
him away for good.
He's like, you're going away, which it doesn't never work out.
Never works out. You think he would learn after the sixth time of doing
He
it?
still believes in the system, God
Yeah, well,
it.
you think the guy who fucking
It's
fights the
because
system and
he's-
works for the system would say, fuck, the system sucks.
It's because he's this world's version of Batman.
Kind of, yeah.
And Batman has the dumb rule. Daredevil has to have dumb rules.
His is less dumb. It's just more
It's less dumb.
It's because he's like, I'm a Catholic. Killing is wrong. Whereas Batman just
Yeah,
like,
but he fucking
I
killed
don't
them.
know.
I
If
don't
you think
care.
all killing is wrong,
yeah.
then
Murder.
you
Murder.
didn't read the Bible.
Murder is
Because
wrong.
it has a lot
Murder is wrong.
Yeah, it does.
of killing in the Bible. There's a lot.
I mean, it's kind of like abortions. Like, I'm all for abortions because it kills babies. But, man, it gives women a choice. So it's just fucking... I can't really be that much for it.
Jesus Christ.
That's a joke, women. None of you are listening, so...
No, it's not. Cancel this fucker.
That is a joke when I decide to run for office in about 10 years.
Like, we have this.
Oh. That is a joke. I stole it from somebody I saw online, but I don't remember. Then we get to Frank going out murdering things, as he does.
Yeah.
And I seen that he was an equal opportunity ass kicker. Because there's a woman who hits him with a fucking baton, and he just whoops the fucking
Is
shit
this
out
when
of
he
her.
walks in? We skip a part where he helps,
Yeah, he saves Matt in an
Yeah.
apartment. Who
and
cares?
then they split up, and he's like, I'm going to go find these assholes,
Yeah.
all these asshole cops.
Yeah.
Then he beats up the woman.
Yeah,
Or kills her, actually. She's dead.
probably.
I'm pretty sure he killed
I don't remember. 'cause-
anybody he fought, he probably killed him. He don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's true.
He fucking buried a hatchet in the guy's forehead.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't just a hatchet. Like there was like a knife he buried
Yeah.
in someone's forehead. After he like stabbed someone in the kneecap to get them down, so he could better get to their stomach.
Yeah.
And
That
then
was,
he eviscerated them and then stabbed him in the neck.
That
Like,
whole
why
scene
did you even just
is
not stab him
crazy.
in the neck first?
Because it's
I don't know.
Frank.
It was a great scene.
oh, I love it.
Oh, I
Yeah,
love it.
it's
Might be.
I do have one thing to say. Ashley cannot stand. I said it before. I cannot stand watching people have their bones broken, even if it's like it's a
Fake,
show. It's
yeah.
a show.
Like
It's
super
fake,
obviously
right?
fake. Yeah.
Yeah. It's cringy for it. It's just really, really grossed out by it. Yeah. But Frank does something that we would prefer to see people's bones broken than watch this ever again, because both of us were like, oh. Because he puts the medicine in his mouth and just starts chewing it.
Yeah,
Okay.
You ever like left a pill on your tongue too
I know
long
what you're talking about.
and then it just bleeds the bitter out under your tongue? I would rather watch somebody get every bone broken in their body in reality than to imagine the taste of that medicine.
So that I don't know why this brought up a point to me. Probably because of like thinking of medicine getting stuck in your teeth and whatnot. I mixed up some energy drink. Like I got some powder energy drink. Well, it didn't mix very well and it just tasted wrong. So I poured that out and I was going to put it in a water bottle so that I could like shake it up harder, but I didn't have a funnel to put it into the water bottle. So I was like, man, what do I do here? And so I had that scoop and I was like, that scoop's not that big. So I dry scooped it.
Oh no, it's terrible.
As I dry scooped it,
Oh!
I like inhaled.
Oh, no.
So I had the fucking energy drink like
Burning in your
in
sinuses.
my sinuses.
Oh my
And I was like,
God.
oh.
Saving it for later.
So then I grabbed a water and just like drank as fast as I could. And then it got like stuck to my fucking gums down here. So I just felt, so I was sitting there standing over it coughing because I still had energy drink dust in my nose. And I was going,
Just got to get a fucking nasal.
while
You have to get a
watching-
neti pot.
It's probably still up there. But yeah,
You'll sneeze.
You're
real
going to
hard and
sneeze
get
one
some.
day, you just get like a glob of like
purple.
purple.
Yeah. Oh god.
Like the fuck?
They'll probably just be black by that point.
Probably. Where was that? Punisher cops. I brought that up because Frank shows up, kills some of the Punisher cops. They've got the Punisher logo.
They really don't understand Punisher.
No.
I was really there's this really famous comic panel where he like dresses down these cops that are like co-opting his symbol, and he really didn't go anywhere nearly as hard as he could have on the show.
Oh, really?
He really, I feel like, went kind of light on him. Like there's like a whole fucking panel that's just him fucking calling these guys stupid fucking. It's real bad.
They don't understand Punisher.
Yeah, no.
One bit.
Well, I've seen like the Punisher, like thin blue line.
Fuck you.
I've seen the Punisher. It's like a symbol, and it's got the lines of the mouth.
Yeah.
And one of them is like a blue line because like the cops, the thin blue line, and I'm just like, you don't understand quite what that is, man.
Don't get it.
But each their own. Then Fisk crushes one of his.
Commissioner.
Yeah, it's the commissioner.
The police commissioner
Yeah, crushes his
was
head.
not expecting that.
I did.
Not okay. Him dying, yeah. The gory death was not
Like the actual head crushing
Yeah.
and blood squirting over the wall.
fucking pushing the top part of his head
Over, the hand slipped
Yeah.
and breaks his jaw
was like,
and
oh,
then
God.
crushes part of his skull.
I was thinking he was just gonna do. It was gonna be more of like a
He wipes his hands
Over
off, but he
in
gets it on his coat anyway.
style
Yeah.
thing where he just kind of like,
Yeah.
and it was just like they could hide a bunch of the gore.
Yeah.
No,
No. They just let it show. They also left it because I don't know if you noticed whenever Fisk and Vanessa are having dinner at the end.
Is he still there?
No, there's still blood on the wall
Oh yeah, that
from
that
where
is
they,
fair.
like it's still on the painting,
Are
essentially.
nice.
Nice.
I didn't mention it, but Karen's back. She
She
comes
should,
back
yeah.
somewhere in between all this shit.
Yeah.
The reason I was thinking about that was because my next note is
It's
that
right after the fight with the police in the
Yeah.
apartment that gets blown up.
Yes.
She like
she
picks
shows
him
up as they land on a truck.
Yeah,
Matt and Frank have to jump out, and they land on a truck.
aim for the bushes.
Basically.
That's what it was.
So Matt's talking to Karen, and he says they need an army. And my first thought, where the fuck is Matt, Mr. Go It Alone Murdoch, gonna get a fucking
He
army?
said he was going to, it's the people.
The people, yeah.
Yeah, but a good chunk of the people are on Fisk's side.
Anyone can be
a lot
blind.
of- yeah, a lot of us are hoping it's the defenders. Like he gets like
Them back.
Luke and Jessica Jones and Iron Fist to at least make like a cameo. In
That's
season
not
2.
an army. That's a group.
I mean,
That's a small group.
Jessica Jones and Luke Cage, that's a fucking army.
It's
And
not,
then-
no.
Yeah.
No.
That's one man army. They could mark those cops. No
I
problem.
mean, unless they're going to tie it in with another show.
Maybe.
Like
I mean,
if they do like a Thunderbolt show.
they technically tied it into Hawkeye because the swordsman's here.
Oh, maybe they'll get, yeah.
He's probably gonna be one of them because Frank is getting a special, what they call it, special presentation. It'll essentially be like a 1 hour or roughly 1 hour, 1.5 hour episode that's gonna be set in between season 1 and season 2 of Born Again.
Gotcha.
So there's a lot. He's gonna break out of the thing and break all the vigilantes.
Well, he already broke out.
I mean, like,
well, essentially broke out.
exactly. We don't see him actually.
Well,
break
he
out.
broke something. Yeah. The guy's wrist and up and
No,
like,
whole ass
upper
arm.
Yeah, broke his hand and then the thing broke his arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what the theory is. That's what that is going to be, is him breaking out, getting Matt an army of Fisk enemies.
Gotcha. Of good guys.
Yeah, good guys.
But yeah, so we've seen a bunch of vigilantes in cages. The only two that I really knew was Frank and Swordsman.
Swordsman.
Those are the only two that I really recognized.
Is White Tiger's niece there? No.
No. She wasn't
I feel
there.
like there was someone else there that we were supposed to know. And I
Did Murdoch give her the amulet?
I think so. Didn't she?
I don't-
Because it went into the package.
That's
With
that
his
was the last
outfit.
thing I remember.
Yeah.
Was the package,
And he was
outfit.
holding it whenever they were walking. He was walking out with her.
Yeah.
I would
She
assume
came to
has
see
it
her uncle.
because she is canonically the next White Tiger.
Oh well, then yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So they either gave it or is gonna give it.
Yeah.
And then season 2, and the post credit scene. Post credit scene is Frank breaking out.
Yeah. He's like, hey,
Sweet talking the guard,
what's your name?
which is like,
There's one guy you should never fucking trust. It's Frank.
I mean, like, let me shake your hand. Like,
let me shake your hand.
how
No,
dumb are you?
Real dumb. Real dumb.
Yeah.
He's
apparently
real dumb.
Yeah, it's like the floating cakes for
Again,
Crab
if
and
he's,
Goyle.
he was
I mean,
one of the
yeah,
cops.
how thick
so
can
he
you
probably like idolized
oh, I'm sure.
Frank. So he's like, oh yeah, Frank likes me because he
get? I
probably
can touch his hand and never wash mine again.
Yeah,
it's like, I'll get
you sure can't wash your hand again.
probably ain't gonna be able to wash anything because he's probably gonna be fucking dead.
I'm sure.
So the guy who got his hand put in the hot oil.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was.
That fuck, I hate that cop. I hate him.
That cop was
I
a
really want
douche.
Matt
Yeah.
to fucking kill him.
He's like, I'm gonna have you charged with assault. That's not assault. And then dumps
This
his
is
hand.
us. Like, fuck you. I hate him.
Yeah. There's certain times where you should just shoot people. Shoot people first, ask questions later. That's
really-
one of them.
Why are we asking questions? Just shoot them.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's Hell's Kitchen. You don't
really-
need to ask nothing.
Yeah, I really want Frank to just fucking brutalize him.
Yeah, I'm sure he will.
Like no hands. Oh. Yeah.
Now let's get on to the ratings. Rotten Tomatoes has this at an 87% tomato meter with an 80% popcorn meter. IMDb has a 8.2 out of 10 with 55,000 reviews roughly, and no Metascore. Something I didn't mention was season 2 is coming out in 2026.
Yeah,
Allegedly.
it should be. They're filming it now or finished filming it some point early in the spring, I think.
Jarrett, you first.
Yeah, I'll set the high bar. 9.25.
9.25.
Yeah,
Damn.
I really liked it. I love the Daredevil. Like I love Charlie Cox as Daredevil, and
Charlie Cox is great as Daredevil.
This is better than I thought it was going to be.
This is the thing. I was like, I want that. If they can get him back, I want him to be Daredevil forever.
Yeah. You heard it.
Until he's 90.
Jarrett loves Cox.
Yep.
Solid. It's me. I'm going to give it a 7.8. It's good. I just didn't really care. I'll roll again for you because I know you need it. Go for it, Ethan.
I'll go 8.25. I think. I'm not really interested in any more Marvel stuff, but I like this a lot. I could get into this because it's much more on like the investigator side. But like the superhero shit, I don't give a fuck about that.
Well, that's the thing. Matt's not really. I mean, he's kind of a
He's
superhero.
half superhero, half lawyer.
That's
always what he's always been. He's just
he's partially a superhero, and by that we just mean he's a dude with really good hearing, who can see because of hearing. That's really all.
But he's also pretty much just a dude, so he just kind of sticks to more street level stuff.
Yeah.
But that, I mean, it got me into it. It pulled me into it. I could get interested in the story, see where it goes. I like Kingpin for a villain. It's been good. I liked him in Hawkeye. Yeah, it was good. But I haven't been interested in anything in Marvel in a while. I'm actually sort of interested in this. Let's see where it goes.
Yeah.
So I'll give it higher than probably what it deserves on its own, just because it did that.
I just found myself bored during it, which I feel like I've had this happen a lot lately, where we pick 3 things to do because we record 3 at a time, and one of which will always be the one that I just have to slog through for some reason, and I don't know if it's just having to watch so much in such a concentrated period of time.
Doesn't help.
That's
why I try and watch some of the stuff as it comes out.
Yeah.
And then if it's been a long time, I will rewatch it to refresh my memory.
But we don't get a lot of the really tropey, dumbass villain plans from a lot of Marvel villains these days.
Yeah.
We don't get that anymore. Not really. Not just the low bar, dumbass villain plans like we get out of DC Batman villains or something.
Sure, they're less wacky, eccentric types.
Yeah.
They're more.
This is far closer to wacky, eccentric type than Yeah. I mean, they're playing the mob thing. Mm-hmm. You know, it feels more like Penguin than it does other Marvel.
A bit more.
Shows.
Yeah. Out there.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'll watch more. It's not bad enough for me to be like, I fucking hate it. I'll never watch another. It's not Lucy. Gotta throw out Lucy every chance I get.
They say hate and love are like 2 sides of the same coin. Very close.
Yeah, well, that coin is fucking glued down for Lucy.
As much as you mention it, I think you actually secretly love it.
I love to hate it.
See, you love it.
I love to hate it.
For that one, it's the Two-Face coin.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
It's fucking tails constantly.
Scorched.
With his hate.
All right. Is there anything else we need to talk about with Daredevil?
Mm-hmm. I don't think so.
Okay.
Mentioned season 2 coming out. Frank's getting his thing.
Punisher. I mean, John Bernthal is Punisher.
Yeah.
He's great.
He's getting his special presentation look.
Is he getting his own thing?
They haven't announced it. I mean, if it's
not his own show, but
see, to me, I didn't really care for the actual show. I think Punisher works better as a side character. You get too much of him in his own show. I'm like,
it's kind of just the same every time. It's
let's go shoot. But that's the question because he dies. Punisher dies.
Everybody dies, but is it just stick?
Not me.
It doesn't stick for him because Morbius comes in and turns him into Frankencastle.
Sure. I don't think that they'll do that.
Or he takes up as War Machine too.
Why would he take up the War? He's War Machine. He is War.
Yeah.
Frank, he's.
Can you imagine? In the comics. Can you imagine Frank Castle in the Iron Man suit?
Oh my god!
He shows up in Ironheart.
I'm just interested in seeing that.
Fucking terrifying.
Yeah, I think John Bernthal's busy, so they'll be like, "We'll take what you can get, but you're probably not going to be able to get him a whole lot."
Yeah.
He's got the accountant too. He's got the bear. He's got a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
That's
all
fair.
right.
That's fair.
That will wrap up this episode. We appreciate you guys listening. Use the link in the description to go to our Discord. Join us there, and you can tell us what kind of shows you want us to talk about next. And we will catch you on the next one.
Deuce.
Bye.